Hey guys, what's up? Oblivion 4777 here, coming at you with a deck profile on my Vylon deck you guys just saw me use against my friend Sam. This deck is really good. I think it's just a tad bit slow. It could use minor improvement. Actually, it could use a lot of improvements. I just haven't really gotten around to it. This is my take on a Vylon build. The Vylons are a pretty underused archetype. I think the most Vylon I see play is Vylon Prism because he's very versatile in synchro decks. But other than that, the Vylon archetype is pretty good, I guess. It's very flexible, I would say. But other than that, it's pretty good. This is my take on it. It's not the best deck out there. I was looking at other deck profiles to see if I see maybe inspiration, and this is kind of what I got from it. So hopefully you guys like the deck profile. So without further, oh, by the way, yeah, this is one of my subscribers asked me to make this deck, so this one is dedicated to you. I don't remember your name, but I will be leaving your name down in the description box below. So yeah, this is going out to you, friend. To you, whatever. Okay, so let's start the deck profile with 3 Vylon Prism. This is my favorite card in the deck because he is so good. He's very versatile when you synchro. Basically, when this card is sent to the monster from the monster card zone to the graveyard, either by synchro or by whatever, you can pay 500 life points and equip it to one face-up monster you control. Now, what I really like about this card is that during the battle phase, when your card is getting attacked or you're attacking, it gains 1,000 attack for that battle phase only. Well, not for every battle phase, but it gains 1,000 attack for the battle phase. So it's a really good card. I really like it. I run 3, always running at 3. I run 3 Vylon Cube. I only run this because of the tuner, a level 3 tuner, and its effect is not that bad. I synchro with it sometimes. Basically, when you synchro with it for a light monster, you could add one equipped spell card from your deck. So this combo's great with Cyber Dragon because it's a level 5. And this is more of an Epsilon build. I usually get Epsilon out because I think he's the best synchro for the Vylons, but that's my opinion. I also run 1 Vylon Stella just for an extra level 3 tuner. I don't really use it. I don't really use this card that much. I don't actually think I ever brought him out. But his effect is when this card is sent to the monster card zone, you can pay 500 life points to target one face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target, and at the end of the damage step, if the equipped monster battled an opponent's monster, destroy the opponent's monster. So it's pretty good. I like it. It's whatever, I like it. And I run 1 Vylon Soldier. This is mostly for, kind of a stick. It's 1700 attack. It's a lot of things will get over it, but I mostly run it if I have an equipped spell or an equipped monster. If it's an equipped card, when this card declares an attack, you can target your opponent's you can target monsters your opponent controls up to the number of equipped cards equipped to this card. Change those target's battle position. So I was noticing that cards nowadays have really low defense, so you can kind of beat over stuff with 1700 attack. It's not that bad. But yeah, he's a good card. I run 2 Shining Angels. You might want to take out Vylon Soldier for another one. I was thinking about that. Shining Angel is good. He's basically your searcher of the deck. If you set him first turn and your opponent attacks into him and you go for Prism, and then you normal summon a Summoner Monk or whatever, and you can go for a level, you could go for the level 3 tuner, and then you have basically this one, basically the boss monster of Vylon Omega. I have brought him out before. You can bring him out in this deck. It's not the whole point of the deck. But you can bring him out. He's a pain in the ass. It requires 2 tuners plus 1 non-tuner Vylon. So yeah, whatever. Actually, you can't do that combo, but I have brought him out before. So yeah, with 2 Shining Angels, I also run 2 Summoner Monk. Since you run a lot of spell cards, and it combos great with it combos great with your spells because you run a lot of spells. So I usually first turn go for Summoner Monk's effect, discard a spell, usually Duality or Vylon Matter, and I usually go for the Prism effect. I synchro, and then I go for the Epsilon. So yeah, that's a good combo. I run 3 Thrashers. Thrasher is an amazing card in this deck, mostly because you could special summon and then normal summon the Prism or level 3. You could run, I run that 3 because he's a good beater if you're like stuck out there. And I run 2 Cyber Dragons. You may want to run 3. You may actually want to take out Soldier or Stella for a 3rd one. I was running 3 Cyber Dragons because let's say you don't have Prism, you could go for Cube and then normal summon the Cube, and then you could go for S-Spawn, whatever, you know. So yeah, you could run him. You could run him at 2. He's a really good card. And I also run 1 BLS just for the safety reasons. I know I only run 2 Samurai Monk, but he's still a good card. He's still a really good card. And I run 1 Honest because most of the cards in this deck are light. Now for the spells. The only thing I don't like about this card is that they're equipped. They rely a lot on equipped spells. But hey, you know, whatever. I run 3 Vylon material because it's basically a booster, and when this card, it has all the Vylon spell equipped cards is basically have this effect. When this Vylon spell is sent to the graveyard, add 1 Vylon spell card from your deck to your hand. So it's pretty good. I like it. By the way, the spells work combo amazing off of Vylon Espelon, because as you guys saw, you could use this effect, take out an equipped spell, destroy a card, and then add another spell, and then play it, and then it's really good because it doesn't. I usually go when I do that. I usually go for Vylon Segment because it cannot be targeted by a monster's effect or trap card. So it's sort of like a safe zone, except you know spells and stuff like that. But it's kind of a mini safe zone. So I really like this card. Segment is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I recommend running it at 3. And I run 1 Vylon Filaments because when a Vylon monster declares an attack, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the battle phase. So it's pretty good. And I run 2 Vylon Matter because your grave could fill up with equipped spells rather fast. So 2 is always recommended. You could run 3. You could run 1, but 3 is a little bit too cloggy. It has a pretty neat effect too. And I run the 2 Duality just for the consistency and for the Summoner Monk. So 2 Duality. Now for the staples, I only run Dark Hole and Monster Reborn. As you guys can see, I don't run a Heavy Storm or MST because I feel like Epsilon could take out all of that for me. Now for the trap lineup, it's not that heavy, but it's like whatever. I run 1 Judgment, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 2 Bottomless, 2 Starlight Road because you don't want your opponent heavying your equip spells, and 2 Luminize. This is a recent addition. A subscriber of mine posted on my Galaxy, I think it was my Galaxy deck, that I should add a card, and I was like, you know what, nah, and I completely forgot about Luminize. And Luminize is amazing in this deck because you know, you guys should totally, I think you should run it at 3, maybe find space, you know, but I like running it at 2. I always draw into it. So you know, when your opponent monsters declare an attack, target the attacking monster and negate the attack. That's the most important card for me. And it also has an extra effect, and 1 face-up light monster you control gains the attack equal to the target's attack until the next end phase. So that's amazing. That's a really good. If your opponent, like I said, has Grapha with Dark World, and you know, it's a 3000 beater, and you have a Thrasher out there, you could activate Luminance, negate the attack, and gain I think 27 because that's his original attack, or maybe you gain 3000. I don't really know. But either way, you get overdraft them. So that's really good, and it's until your next end phase. So yeah, the side deck, it's kind of complete, I guess. You know, I run 1 Wars for those OTK decks. I also run 1 Chaos Sorcerer just to have a little Chaos Engine. I like to throw in the Chaos Engine wherever I can. Another Compulse, because Compulsory Evacuation Device is really good in this format. Now that XYZs are very common. I run 2 Vylon Filament because it's a good card. It's a good card. 1 Cyber Dragon, 2 Glows-in Match because I mostly control light monsters. 1 Dimensional Prism. I'm sorry, 2 and 3 Shadow Imprisonment Mirrors. This, as you guys saw, this card really helped me a lot in the Dark World matchup. And 1 Torrential. So yeah, that's the side deck. Now for the extra deck. This is the most crucial part of the whole entire deck. I run one Vylon Omega. He's a bitch to get out basically, but you usually never get him out. It's one of those oddballs type thing. Now for the main star of the deck, Vylon Epsilon. This card is amazing. Basically, yeah, this card is just amazing. It has 2800 attack, 8 star. It's just simply, it's really easy to make in this deck without the special summoning with Thrasher or Cyber Dragon. You know, it's really easy. And plus, he gains 1000 attack because you usually special summon him with Vylon Prism. So he goes from a 28 to a 38. And if you have equipped spells with him, he gets boosted even further. So basically, equipped cards to this card cannot be targeted by card effects. Once per turn, you could send one equipped card to this equipped to this card to the grave and destroy one card your opponent controls. I don't know why I'm having trouble talking today. I'm sorry, you guys. So yeah, win 3 at him of all time because he's like the best synchro out there for the Vylons, in my opinion. I also run one Vylon Alpha for those again odd moments. If like I special summon the Cyber Dragon and I normal summon the Prism. If I don't have Thrasher, I usually go for him. You know, not that bad. I forgot to add Mistworm in here, so totally add a Mistworm. Because he's a level 9 as well. He's really good. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one equipped spell in your graveyard, equip that target to this card. While this card is equipped with an equipped spells card, it cannot be destroyed by the effects of spell or trap cards, except for equipped cards. So it's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is that he's 2200 attack, so that's kind of a bummer. Now for the level 8s, I run one Stardust. I forgot why I'm running one Stardust. I should be running 2 because of Starlight Road, so forgive me. I run one Vylon Sigma. He's like whatever, you know, I barely go into him. I run one Ancient Sacred Wyvern. He's a really good card when your life points are, you know, like when your life points are higher than your opponent's. This card is what you should go into because he gains attack, and he basically always comes back because you could pay 1000 life points and special summon him back. So he's real good. One Black Rose, and that concludes the synchro part of the deck, the extra deck. Now for the extra, for the XYZ, I go for a Maestro, one Zen Mains, even though I never went into him. One Steel Storm Roach, one Photon Pep, and Gemini Pearl, and a number 39 token. So yeah, guys, this is basically my Vylon deck. This is my take on it. I'm not saying it's the best deck out there, the best Vylon deck out there. Hopefully guys, you can make it better. Please, if you guys have any improvements, leave it down in the comments below. And yeah guys, this is my first subscriber deck, so this is all dedicated to you, man. Thanks for being a sub. Catch you guys later. It's been Oblivion.